Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Ingathering as we bring ourselves into a new church year. I'm so glad to have the choir with us again for the start of a new year. If you would rise with us, if you are able, and sing Gather the Spirit 347, whether you are out on the patio, on Zoom, or here with us in the sanctuary.
Good morning. Welcome to our service. Whether you are with us on Zoom or here in person, we're glad you're here. I'm Dan Myers, serving as one of your worship associates today, along with Courtney O'Neill. If you'd like to follow the order of service, a printed copy is on the table in back by the doors, or you can click on the link in our Zoom chat. The blue sheet weekly calendar of activities is also on the back table and also online. Click on the link in the chat. We invite you to explore the ways we live out our mission, which says we come together to deepen our lives and be a force for healing in the world. Our weekly message comes via email every Friday. You can find it on our website and subscribe to it there. It has news and announcements of events, invitations to volunteer opportunities, and the minister's message. If you are new to UUSS, we extend a special welcome. Please fill out a newcomer's card, either by the link to our website or at the welcome table after the service, so we can connect with you. We are glad you are here with us today. Today is our annual Ingathering service, where we come together as a community to start our church year. Those of you at home will want to get a small vessel of water and an empty cup or bowl so you can participate in the ritual later in the service. After the service, on Zoom, we have 12 minutes of conversation in smaller breakout rooms for those at home. Here on campus, we have a special event after the service, our Activities Fair. It's a chance to find out about and sign up for all the wonderful programs and groups that we have here at UUSS. There will be tables all over the patios and maybe even into the meadow, so please plan on staying and exploring. Finally, our Soul Matters Small Groups program is now open for registration for the 2022-2023 year. This is a great way to build connections with others in the congregation. You can find the registration link on the front page of our website or see Reverend Lucy on the patio for a paper registration form. It's an 8-month, twice-a-month commitment from October to May. If you are unable to make that commitment, you can still participate at our drop-in sessions on the 2nd and 4th Wednesdays of the month, starting in October. We hope you can join us. And now, please check your cell phone to ensure that it's on silent mode so that everyone can be more present and mindful at this service. Let us begin.
Good morning. I am Jade Lewis Bowles, and I am one of the youth who grew up at this church. If you have a candle or chalice at home, we invite you to light as we light the flaming chalice here after these words. We kindle this flame, the symbol of our shared search for understanding. In times of celebration, may its brightness reflect our gratitude. In times of heartbreak, let its warmth renew our connection and bring us healing. In times of challenge or confusion, may its fire bring us courage and commitment. In times of change, let its light illuminate the ways forward into life. In all times, let us remind us of our mission. Let's recite together now. We come together to deepen our lives and be a force for healing in the world. Now, Annika will light our chalice.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Annika. Thank you, Jade. Before I start the prayer, I'll let you know that there is a project going on outside. So if you are a child or you have a child and you would like to check it out, the Fountain family has organized it, and it looks like it's very creative and a lot of fun. So, and then we will call the kids back in for the ritual later in the service, as well as to help out with the offering. You may let the ministers know of your news of joy or sorrow or hopes or prayers by finding the online link in our weekly message email, or you can call the office by Friday. Now let us open ourselves to the spirit of kindness and community for a few moments. After the brutal heat wave of the past week, we breathe a sigh of relief at the cooler temperatures, breathing in the breath of life, breathing out. And we hold in our thoughts all those without a place to be cool, including our unhoused neighbors and the plants and the animals around us. And as we continue to grieve the ravages of climate chaos, we bear witness to the ongoing droughts near and far, the wildfires on the West Coast, and in Pakistan, the disastrous, deadly flooding. Also, in the wake of the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, let us extend our condolences to the people of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth on their loss. As their embodied symbol of national kinship, the Queen has been a reassuring presence for so many people for most of their lives or for all of their lives. In particular, as a UU congregation, we send our love to the Unitarian churches in England and Scotland and Wales at this time of transition in their nations. And we gather today on a tragic anniversary for this nation, September 11, as we recall the shattering violence and the lives lost on this day 21 years ago. Let us remember also the generosity of so many who tried to help their neighbors in mourning and in rebuilding. Let us continue to work toward a world of dignity, freedom, justice, and safety for all people everywhere. As a congregation, today is a time of ingathering for a new year. Let us remember that we are surrounded here by people of goodwill. In this room and online, we are connected in community. Whatever heartache or burden we might bear at this time, we are held in the care and prayers of so many people in this community. Whatever brings our hearts joy and gratitude, we are held in joy and in care. Let us be open to connecting and to sharing support in the embrace of community. Now in this time of centering, may we settle in to an awareness of our bodies where we are sitting or resting. And let us now become aware of our breathing. Let us breathe in peace and breathe out love. Let us take a deep inhale breath together and hold it for a moment and then exhale deeply. In. And now for a second time, let's inhale and pause and exhale. In. Pause. Exhale. And on this third and final time, as we exhale out, let's include a sigh full of our spirit so we can be heard. In and pause and out. And now, wherever we are, as we continue breathing together, let us join for a moment of prayer. O Spirit of life, on this morning, we remember to give thanks for the gift of life and the blessing of this new day. We give thanks for the many gifts of community and for all of those whose goodwill and good work have made possible this community of care, creativity, courage, and hope. O Spirit of love, bless our lives with peace and courage. Bless all those who are in our circles of care and concern. To those who need support and healing, we send prayers for strength and courage. We long to bless our world with the gift of peace. Help us to demonstrate that peace in the patience, kindness, and respect with which we interact with people this day and every day. May we move through our days with grace and hope. May we be open to all occasions of joy and beauty among us and around us. May we notice the ordinary miracles of life, and may we give thanks. Blessed be. Amen. And now let us pause for a few moments of silence for our own meditations and reflections.
May we breathe in peace and breathe out love, and may we not cause feedback. Okay. You can start over again with that, Irina. That was so lovely. So, meditation on breathing, a wonderful song, Sarah Dan Jones, a UU composer. And it's a wonderful song because it has a part that requires no singing skill at all. So I've chosen Anthony for that part. So Anthony's going to demonstrate, and we're all going to do it together. Ready? No, the breathe in, the drone. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe. Oh, you guys are great. All right, so those of you who really like that kind of singing, you just go for it. So he's going to lay that down. I'm going to add a part. Some of you will know it. Other of you will know it when you hear it. And then Celia's going to add a third part, and Roger's going to choose whatever a part he wants to contribute. Whenever you feel like it. So here we go. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. Our invocation this morning comes from the Reverend Catherine McTeague. You who are brokenhearted, who woke today with the winds of despair whistling through your mind, come in.
You who are brave but wounded, limping through life and hurting with every step, come in.
You who are fearful, who live with shadows hovering over your shoulders, come in.
This place is sanctuary, and it is for you.
You who are filled with happiness, whose abundance overflows, come in.
You who move through your world with lightness and grace, who awoke this morning with strength and hope, you who have everything to give, come in.
This place is your calling, a riverbank to channel the sweet waters of your life, a spring from which to drink and be restored.
Here we offer in love. Here we receive in gratitude.
Come in.
Good morning. My name is Courtney O'Neill. I'm one of the worship associates today, and I'm very honored to be able to share a reflection with you today. It is a truth universally acknowledged that parents of young children are asked, and this is just a rough estimate, approximately 284,697 questions a day. This is per child. My husband Michael and I have 3 children. When our eldest Rebecca was little, we got so tickled over the things that she would ask us. Mommy, where does an octopus sleep when it's tired? Daddy, what color happens if I mix orange and purple? Our sons, as they began to verbalize more, asked just as many questions. We noticed that while Rebecca's questions tended to be a little more whimsical, our sons were somewhat different. Mom, when a volcano explodes, if we were at the base of the volcano and the lava was coming down, how long would it take for it to reach us? Dad, when do you think they will ever raise the Titanic? Why do you think they will? And what year will they do it? When our kids were very small, it was fun to answer their questions, and to be honest, it really wasn't that difficult. An octopus sleeps in the home and is made for itself in the ocean. Let's watch an episode of the Octonauts, and we can all learn more. Purple and orange mixed together make a dirt brown, it turns out. And the rate it would take to take lava to reach us from the top of the volcano to the base would depend on the height of the volcano plus the rate of speed of the lava. You know, let's just watch some YouTube videos and we'll all learn together. When Rebecca and later the boys got into elementary school, their questions started to change a little. Mom, Dad, why doesn't that girl want to be my friend? Why does that boy come to school and he has holes in his shoes? Why are there bullies? Why, when I try to be good, do bad things happen? Michael and I realized these questions were harder for us to answer. We believe in giving our kids real answers without talking down to them, but we found ourselves struggling with how to give context in ways they could understand to what were increasingly complex questions. One day, a few years ago, at the height of summer, Rebecca was in the car as I pulled over to give an unhoused person a bottle of water and a box of granola bars. As we drove away, she said, "Mom, why did you do that? We don't know that person." And in that moment, I realized our kids needed more than what Michael and I, up until now, had been able to provide. How do I explain to my daughter that we help others because we believe it's fundamentally the right thing to do, without further context? How do we explain to her and to our sons that we live in a society that struggles to provide a support system for some of the most vulnerable members? How do we show our kids examples beyond just the two of us of a community that makes it a priority to help, support, and hold space for others, especially those who may feel marginalized? It was that experience that day that ultimately led us to start searching for open, affirming churches. It was that exchange with Rebecca that started us down a journey that ended with us joining UUSS. Here, Michael and I have found community that values so much of what we value. And not only that, it helps demonstrate those values to our kids, sometimes in ways that are much more profound than anything that we could have thought of on our own. In bringing our kids to UUSS, we don't always know the answers to the questions they ask, but we have found a willingness within this community to sit with hard questions, to hold space for the struggle that can come from the slow realization that not everything is fair or just or kind. And over time, I have realized and become so very grateful that that particular quality of this community is something that is so hard to find. I am learning and hopefully teaching my kids that it's not always about having an answer. It's about asking those questions in the first place and leaving myself open to whatever journey those questions set me upon. Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney. Every week, this congregation shares the offering. We give half the offering away to an organization in the larger community which serves our mission to be a force for healing in the world. And we have 12 community partners every year, and right now is the time to nominate community partners for 2023. You can find the nomination form on the front page of our website, and you can fill it out right there online. Please remember that community partners need to be renominated every year. They're not automatically put on the ballot unless they're nominated again. Nominations are due by October 1, and the voting will begin online after our congregational meeting, which is October 23. For this month of September, our community partner is the Mustard Seed School. This school is a private, not-for-profit school for homeless children from the ages of 3 to 15. It's part of Loaves and Fishes. As a transitional school, Mustard Seed provides a nurturing, structured learning experience. The children and their families receive happy memories, survival resources like food and clothing, health care, and counseling. They receive assistance entering public school or re-entering public schools. Since 1989, over 4,500 individual children have attended Mustard Seed School. And on the slide, you can see options for contributing to the shared offering. You can even text your offering from your seat. Thank you for your generosity to UUSS and to our community partner. Our offering will now be given and received. As Cassie and Margot bring our offerings forward, please join me in the response to the offering. May generosity bless our world. May gratitude nourish our spirits. We have a story this morning called The Water of Life, and it's published in 100 Wisdom Stories, compiled by Margaret Silf, and this story is credited to Kate Compston. 3 people were searching for the water of life, hoping to drink from it and live forever. The first was a warrior. He reckoned that the water of life would be very mighty, a torrent or a rapid, so he went in full armor with all of his weapons, believing that he could force the water to yield to him. The second was an enchantress. She reckoned that the water of life would be very magical, perhaps a whirlpool or a geyser, something that she would need to enchant and manipulate with spells. So she went in her long, star-spangled robe, hoping to outwit the water. And the third was a trader. He reckoned the water of life would be very costly, a fountain of pearl drops or diamonds, perhaps. So the trader loaded his clothing and his bags with money, hoping to be able to buy the water. When these three travelers reached their destination, they found that they had all been quite wrong about the water of life. It wasn't a torrent to be intimidated by force. It wasn't a whirlpool to be charmed by spells. And it wasn't a fountain of pearl drops or diamonds to be bought with money. It was just a tiny, sparkling stream. Its benefits were absolutely free. But of course, to drink from it, you had to kneel. This upset and confused all three seekers. The warrior was in full armor and couldn't bend. The enchantress had on her long magic robe, and if that became soiled, it would lose its power. The trader was so loaded with money that if he did anything more than incline his head, coins would start rolling away into corners and crevices. All dressed up, the three of them could not lower themselves to drink from the stream of the water of life. There was only one solution. So the warrior laid aside his armor. The enchantress laid aside her magic robe. And the trader laid aside the clothes and the bags that he had stuffed with money. And then each of them could kneel to drink from the water of life. By letting go and by greeting the water on their knees, they could receive its sweet, cool, sparkling benefits.
Humans have a longing to belong. We have a longing for connection. We are not wired to be alone. A simple Google will tell you this, and all the neuroscience that backs it up. These pandemic times have made this longing even stronger as we were all separated from each other for many months. But it's made it also challenging in our stumbling and cautious ways of reuniting. Loneliness is an epidemic in our country. But of course, we know belonging is complicated. It can be sloppy and challenging because to really belong, you must allow yourself to be vulnerable. And you must be met by a person or a community that honors and welcomes your whole self. Now, I don't have to tell that to the new people among us. They had that vulnerable moment when they stepped through that door. Perhaps you can remember back to your first visit here, or perhaps this is your first visit. It can feel vulnerable to enter an established community. You don't know what to expect, even though we lay it on the website, but it's not really real. You don't know what to expect. You don't know whether people will be nice. You don't know whether you will feel safe. You're looking for the signs and symbols that this place is one where you can risk being yourself. Signs and symbols that this is finally a place, a community that you can call home. You know, you can say that we're all seekers. We're all seeking meaning and belonging in our lives. All of us that are here know that we can find more together than we can alone, that we can seek more together and find more together than we can alone. So the three people in the story that Roger shares, they were seekers as well, seeking the waters of life, which of course is a lovely metaphor for many things. For us today, The waters of life are a symbol of the life-creating, life-nurturing, life-sustaining power of belonging. Belonging to a community like this one. Each of the seekers in the story had their own protection from being vulnerable. They had their own projections on what to expect, right? One of them thought it would be a roaring waterfall, one thought it would be a whirlpool. The warrior came armored, just like some of us come into a community with our shields up, ready to thwart any signs of rejection, ready to find fault or the reasons not to come back. I knew they would do that. Others of us come like the sorceress, filled with our own wisdom and sense of self-importance. We're ready to teach and share and influence those among us without leaving any room for new ideas to emerge. And others are the merchant. They see everything as a transaction. If I get X from you, you must want Y from me, right? Everything is a transaction. We all take on personas when we're feeling vulnerable. Maybe you see yourself in one of the three seekers. But to truly belong, we must allow our authentic self to be seen, to be heard, to be loved. Just like the characters in the story, we must shed the mantle of the false self. We must let go of our ideas of the way things ought to be. Kneel down and drink from the waters of life, the waters of community, the waters of belonging. But just as in the story, when they knelt down, the water met them. The water was there for them, springing forth. Our community is like those living waters flowing from the spring. And by our care and our love, we create a safe place for each person to be able to be their authentic self and to offer that self to this community. We are a community that creates the waters of the spring of life. And we are the seekers of those waters. When we put down our persona and allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we can kneel down, each of us, and drink from the living waters of our community, knowing that we belong.
From Leah Morris, come, won't you come and sing with us? Here, love is bright to inspire. All are welcome here. Our love is bright to inspire. We are always one when we sing together. We can always rise up strong. When we join our hands, we can vision higher, ignite a fire that burns bright to inspire. Together we're one with our voices lifted. Together we sing as one choir. Together we're one with our hearts united, our flames ignited, our lives bright to inspire.
It is time to bring forth the waters of this community, to share in a water communion as we begin our new church year. Each of us brings gifts to this community, and each of us has needs that they're hoping that this community would be able to serve. So let us begin our water communion with a time of reflection for all of us present and all of us at home on Zoom. What do you need from the living waters of this community to help you through these challenging times? What do you need to feel that you truly belong? Understanding, kindness, respect, love. Think of one word that represents what you need from this community. Each of us brings gifts to the living waters of our community. What is your gift? What do you offer to the health and vitality of all of us? Kindness, attention, commitment? Think of one word that represents what you bring to this community. Now we will bring forth the waters of our lives and merge them together into the living waters of this community. At the sides of the sanctuary are tables with small containers of water. And at my signal to begin, please exit from the inner aisles and move out towards the sides. You're going to come around on both sides, get your water, come down the top, and there will be 2-3 folks right here. Come on up. And you can speak your words into the microphone, and then you will take your water and pour it into whatever vessel is calling you, and then you will receive a blessing from Roger or I. So your words would be, I bring whatever it is you bring. I need whatever it is you need. Those of you at home, if you'd like to participate with us, this is the time to have your empty vessel and your vessel with a little water in it. And you can turn on your videos at any time, and Ivan will project you on, and we can all watch as you pour your water. You can also type your words into the chat, and Celia will be sharing those with the congregation and with all of you at home. But before we begin, we have an important ceremony. I want to invite Rachel Nickel up. Rachel's been with us for, how long have you been hanging out with us? Since November, wow. So Rachel is a wonderful new person in our congregation, and I'm asking her to pour some of the living waters of our community. These are the waters from all of the water communions that we've had over the years, and we use them this morning to initiate our ceremony. So wherever you could pour them right into that beautiful fountain. Yeah, not all of it, just a little bit of it, yep. So Rachel has brought into our waters all the waters over the years of members of this community, probably waters of some of the people here, and contributed them this morning to start us off. And now let us begin. Remember to walk around the sides, pick up your water, and then come down the top and be ready to share your words.
Hi, this is water representing the Sacramento River where we spend time in the summer.
I bring commitment and I look for connection.
bring commitment and involvement.
I bring creativity, and I hope for support.
Okay, go ahead, Marie.
We bring water from Lake Tahoe. We bring joy, and we seek connection from the Mercer-Preston family.
I bring love, and I look for openness.
I bring commitment. I need fairness.
I bring commitment. I hope to find courage.
No problem. I bring commitment and I seek community.
I bring love and I need kindness.
I bring kindness and I seek connection.
I bring acceptance and I'm looking for support.
I bring enthusiasm and I seek support.
We bring love and we seek love.
Does it come out?
Yes, it does.
Great hope, great love.
Good, thank you.
I bring an open mind and I seek positivity.
I bring commitment and I hope for courage.
Mario Giacomoto brings presence and seeks understanding.
I bring good intentions and I seek love and support.
I bring participation and I seek hope.
Dusty brings kindness and he seeks love.
I bring kindness and I seek courage.
I bring knowledge. I need empathy.
John says, I bring experience and seek recognition.
I bring love.
I bring energy and I seek community.
Love.
Neighbors.
Rosemary says, our water reminds us of our earth, our home.
I bring service. I need home.
I bring curiosity. I seek connection.
I bring sincerity. I seek connection.
I seek community and I bring connection.
I bring equanimity and I seek invitation.
I seek connection and I bring community.
Well, I bring practicality and I need help with an Afghan family.
I bring attention and I seek a mission.
I bring kindness and I need presence.
I bring hope and I need understanding.
I bring love and I need understanding.
I bring patience. I look for understanding.
I bring a thirst for knowledge.
I bring kindness and I seek community.
I bring connection and I seek knowledge.
Oh, I bring appreciation and I need inspiration.
Tom and Diane say, I bring hope and seek meaningful connection.
I bring compassion and seek connection.
I bring creativity and I seek acceptance.
Bring love and I seek great memories.
I bring peace and seek connection.
I bring vulnerability and I seek love.
Great.
We bring open minds
and friendship.
I bring kindness, I seek connection.
I bring commitment and I seek community.
I bring warmth and I seek community.
I bring an open mind and I need community.
I bring kindness and I seek community.
I bring my hands and I seek community.
I bring love and I seek understanding.
Curiosity, inspiration.
Kat Doggett says they bring hope and seek knowledge.
I bring connection and seek connection.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's okay. I'm here to provide a little kindness, and I'm here for a very good conversation.
I bring kindness and I need respect.
Hello. I'm here to meet new people, and I love the UU Church, and I would like to make some friends. I'm suffering from loneliness and depression from a head injury, part of, and I can't find people that'll just be nice and talk with me anymore.
I bring caring and I seek understanding.
Bring generosity and I seek community.
I bring service and I seek kindness and connection.
I bring humor and I seek community.
I bring compassion and I seek community.
I bring commitment and I seek community.
I bring action, I seek peace.
I bring experience, I need understanding.
Ravi says they bring an open mind and seek solutions.
I bring my heart and seek healing.
I bring work on the grounds. I need exercise.
I bring willingness and seek engagement.
Commitment, community.
The Mercer Preston family says, I bring kindness and seek community as I am still sick and am stuck at home. Leroy.
I bring kindness and I seek respect.
I bring commitment and I search for appreciation.
I bring care and I seek community.
I bring my heart and I seek connection.
I bring kindness and seek connection.
I bring participation and I need support.
I bring compassion and I seek inspiration.
I bring kindness and seek community.
I bring an open mind and I seek a rain dance from Celia.
I bring curiosity and I seek support.
I bring listening skills. I seek understanding.
I bring friendliness and I seek community and conversation.
I bring mindfulness and I long for belonging.
I bring commitment and I want affection.
I bring love and I seek compassion.
I bring an open heart and I seek community.
I bring unconditional love and seek unconditional inclusion.
I bring humor and I seek friendship.
She wants to speak first. So, yes, we bring together quiet attention and we seek a new community.
I bring friendship and I seek inspiration.
Ellen Schaefer says, I bring an open mind and heart and seek hope.
I bring kindness and seek kindness.
I bring energy and I seek pacing.
I bring love and I seek strength.
I bring friendliness and I seek more friendship.
Hi, I seek community and kindness. I offer kindness and support.
I bring determination and I seek a broader community.
Goff Nora Lila says, I bring love and I seek friendship.
I bring openness and I seek connection.
I bring kindness and I seek acceptance.
I bring kindness and seek peace.
I bring curiosity, I seek curiosity.
I seek hope and bring nerdiness.
I bring energy and I seek community.
I seek experience and understanding, and I give experience and understanding.
I bring devotion and seek concern.
I bring kindness and seek community.
We bring kindness and love, and we seek community and fun.
I bring thoughtfulness and I seek warmth.
I seek kindness and I got this backwards. Sorry. And truth.
I seek consistency and I bring empathy.
Roger.
These are the living waters of our community. Each of us brings all that we are to this place and offers our gifts and our needs to each other. It is a sacred act of commitment and caring, a sacred act of belonging. May we drink deeply and be blessed today and in all the days to come. And may you find belonging and love in this place, and may you offer it to someone who is here today. And let us sing the best water communion song ever, Blue Boat Home. Right? Oh, they love it. It's Rise in Body or Spirit. Oh, below me I feel no motion.
before we are beckoned out to the activity fair, where some people are already waiting for us, let us extinguish our chalice with these words said in unison. We extinguish this flame,
but carry the love, commitment, and hope of this gathering into the world in the days to come. Blessings on your journey as a seeker. Blessings on your journey as a giver of life to others. And blessings on this community at the beginning of a new church year, that we may all find love and belonging and all contribute to this becoming the loving community that can deepen our lives and be a force for healing in the world. Blessed be, and amen.